Today I'm going to show you how to turn a store-bought pineapple into a pineapple plant. These are my credentials. I'm really good at it. It's not hard. All you need is a pineapple from the grocery store with some of the green on it. It doesn't have to have all of the green leaves. I know in some areas and with some types of pineapples, they will like chop a lot of this off. That's fine, you just need a couple. You also need a glass container. I like a wine glass because of the smaller hole. If this was just a straight glass, the fronds wouldn't be able to hold up as well. So all we do is we take our pineapple and grip it, right? We're gonna grip the top and grip the bottom separately. And we're just gonna twist. See? And from here, you just can take off, you see the bottom? From here, we're just gonna take off all the brown leaves, just like rip them off. And they are on there in such a way that there's an order to do it, right? Like they're in layers. So you've got to start at the bottommost layer, topmost from this view. So just rip them off there. So it's just like that. Like a little bit more tail, I guess you'd call it, on here. Just so that these bottom leaves don't rot as fast. Like several of them will rot anyway. But I'm just going to take a couple more layers off just to give the roots some room to grow. And you can actually see on this one, let me see if I can get it focused, there's already some roots growing. You'll see that a lot. So I'm just going to carefully take off a couple more of these leaves. So that looks pretty good to me. I'm going to remove this tag. So nobody knows how much I paid for it. Okay. Now I'm going to fill up my wine glass about halfway with water, just regular tap water. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, and then just insert. I'm going to put a little bit more in here so that it's just slightly underwater. Okay, and now just every couple days, I'll refill it back to that level so that the bottom remains submerged. After a couple weeks, it'll start to look like this, right? So the ends have fried a little bit, and there are a couple of these dead leaves here at the bottom. So all I'm gonna do, and you can see, like, look at those roots. Right, this is pretty nasty looking, but look at these roots. I don't really change the water, I just top it off. I've done this quite a few times now, and I find like that method works better. So I'm gonna take this guy out, and it's been in here for probably months at this point, and I'm just gonna remove these dead leaves. And I can get kind of gooey. Okay. So when they get to like this point, generally I will just pot them. I use about like a 50-50 mix of regular potting soil and then like succulent soil. They seem to really like that. For now, I'm just going to stick this back in the yogurt jar that it came from. And like you can see, this one has also been in my window for quite a while. I just set these in like a southern facing window and let them go. Like I said, all I do is top them off with water like once a week maybe. So this one's been in there a while, and you can see that I have trimmed off all the leaves on this one. And like, look at the roots on this guy. I think this one's been in there maybe 2 months longer than the other one. It does take a while, but as long as like the majority of the leaves are green, you're doing okay. This is what I potted maybe this spring, and you can see like this is the original crown, and it also shot up this additional leaves, and this is more like what it's gonna look like in a couple months. So like I said, this one's probably from the spring. This one is probably from last fall, and it needs to be repotted, but you see like how long the fronds are on this one? See, again, like it's pretty wobbly, it needs a new pot. This one is probably from this time last year. And then they get to about this size. This one is from last summer. I think we had a Memorial Day party, and this is like from the Punch. And you can tell it's pretty big. Like, I'm 5'5", and it's probably half as tall as I am. This one's probably 18 months to 2 years old, and like it's pretty big. I'm having to move all of my plants inside for the winter, and this one is causing an issue because I usually put them in my bathroom, but I don't like it tickling me in the middle of the night. You know, like when I'm in the bathroom in the middle of the night, I don't want to feel this touching me. Like, the leaves are kind of sharp at this size. My cats don't like to nibble on this one as much because it is sharper. They do like the taste of the smaller ones. I guess their leaves are more tender. Growing pineapples is an easy way to grow your houseplant collection. They look really cool. They smell like pineapples. And whenever somebody comes over and they ask what it is, you can say, I'm growing pineapples. How cool is that? I have tried to give several of these away to like house guests. I'm like, since you're here and since you're leaving here, why don't you take one of these pineapple plants with you? And I haven't been able to convince anybody to do it yet. But here they are. Obviously, I eat a lot of pineapples, and over the years, I have found out that this is the easiest device in order to process the pineapple yourself. Super easy. Let me show you how to do it. So where the crown was, that spot, you just line this up with that. And I'm gonna put it over here in my little dish, and you just twist it. And be careful not to get your hand, because you can slice yourself open. You do want to make sure that it stays upright. It stays like as vertical as possible. Because you can slice your hand open. Okay, so once you've gotten to the bottom, all you do is pull up. Da-da-da. They're sliced too. How cool is that? You just take these dudes off of here. Okay. And now you're left with the core. You can just like pop that guy out. Okay, core's out. And now you have this cute little vessel. So now you have this cute little vessel, and you can use this like as a vase. I've done that for like a themed party. You could fill it full of like crab salad or whatever you want. You could put like a liquor bottle with like a pump on here and make it like a cute little cover. You can do all kinds of things.